each week we team up with the Blue Zones Project Jacksonville to bring you fresh, healthy, and local options. So we have Carla Reddick here with the Blue Zones Project joining us to make a fruit salsa. I guess that's what it's called, just a fruit salsa salad.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about it. So we have a lot of ingredients here, and it's so important that you all are having this partnership. This recipe is actually found on the Blue Zones Project website.
Yes.
The national website.
Yes, at bluezones.com.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the ingredients here and why this salad is so nice and fresh and a great option for people.
Yeah, so like as you guys mentioned earlier, strawberries are in season, so we did want to pick something that went along with what's going on, in season this month, this season. So we have some strawberries, we have some mango, we have some onion, we have some jalapenos, and then we have some cilantro.
All right, so let's start making this.
Okay,
and so
cool.
as you're making this, let's talk a little bit about why it's so important to have access to healthy meals, because that's something that, we need to do across the board.
Yeah, so for me personally, just like something that I've always carried throughout my life is that food is medicine. So as you can see today, we're using strawberries, but strawberries are good for the immune system. And being that we are in the, flu season type of conditions, this would be perfect to have, just to help fight against some of those yucky germs out there. And then again, we have some jalapenos, which are actually also rich in antioxidants, but also have vitamin C and things like that. So just initially, when you're able to have access to those healthier choices, then you have access to a healthier life.
And, some people may not realize all of the benefits in these types of fruits and vegetables that we eat. And, by the way, a lot of people probably would go to a Mexican restaurant, get some queso. That's so easy to do.
Right.
But this is also an option for people, if you want to make something at home, you don't always have to go for the cheese.
Exactly. So a lot of the ingredients that we're using today, all of the ingredients that we're using today can be sourced either locally or you can grow them in your backyard, honestly. Like I said, we're going to be using some strawberries, some mangoes, and I'm putting in a little bit of jalapenos.
And so I know that it's so important to have these partnerships with restaurants, the Blue Zones Project. So could you talk a little bit about why there is this need to make sure that people know that these healthy options are out there at some of their favorite restaurants?
Of course. So for what I do for Blue Zones Project Jacksonville is I work as the wellbeing organization coordinator. So fancy way of saying I work with restaurants, grocery stores, and work sites. So being able to work with different restaurants and grocery stores in this line of work, I've been able to identify that there are a lot of food deserts in Jacksonville, whereas the healthy choice might not be in a 10-mile radius of your home. It might be in like a 20-mile radius of your home. So being able to have people to have access to some of those things, that they can walk to or, you walk and move naturally to is very important. And they don't have to always have a car, utilize public transportation to get all the way across town.
Yeah, transportation is a big issue. So now you're adding honey from the Urban Bee.
Yes.
Her honey is delicious. You can get that at Earth's Farm and Market, by the way. And then also you have some oranges here, and then you season it up with a little bit of what it looks like pink salt and some black pepper, fresh crushed black pepper
so
too.
I'm topping it off with a little bit of citrus, and then like you said again to that black pepper, and this is to liking to your taste.
Yeah, and how's the restaurants, the process been with them? And I know there's some new restaurants coming on the way that will be partnerships. So could you just talk about what's planned for that?
Yeah, so right now we have our first Blue Zones approved restaurant, which is One Foxy Lady. And then along in the pipeline, we have Blue Boy Sandwich Shop. We have Phoenix Eatery. We've been working with European Street, which is actually going to be next up for us. Mr. Potato Spit and Plenty, who was actually here, I believe, last week.
And we did My Foxy Lady. That was the first restaurant. So she has delicious food. I've been there a few times since then. So, and then also, you're going to plate this up. So as we close, because we're short on time, we're going to see that this is kind of the final product. And you can dip these with chips, and then you can have this as just kind of like a nice little appetizer by itself, or you can top it with tacos too, which I think is great. And a lot of people may not realize that you can use fruit, with your savory dishes too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. So if people want to learn more about taking the Blue Zones Pledge, a lot of people may say, what is the Blue Zones Pledge? It's really easy to do, and especially for people who may be on like a weight loss journey like myself. So if you want to go take the Blue Zones Pledge, you can look right here on your screen. It is super easy. All you have to do is use that QR code. You have your phone in your hand right now, so just go on ahead and use it, and then it'll just take you a few minutes to fill out that survey, and then you can be on your way to a healthier lifestyle. We'll be right back. Thanks so much, Carla.
No problem. Thank you.